The interesting thing about thinking about social enterprise and teaching social enterprise now is that it's an area that's in considerable flux. So my guess is if you asked 5 different people to define social enterprise, you'd get at least 4 different answers. For the moment anyway, we have a working definition that basically talks about value added in the mission-driven sector. Some of the studies that we look at now are talking about somewhere in the tune of about $1 trillion, in philanthropic funds being kind of entered into the social enterprise space. And we need acumen, we need individuals. We got a bunch of students, that want us to be better in this space. So just last year, it sort of made me realize that there are students that are interested in exploring social enterprise more formally, and that maybe it was a time that we could see if we could put together an elective class. The nice thing about this class is it's almost become an umbrella, under which or through which a bunch of these different student-led initiatives, can actually be born and hopefully will persist over time.
The Goizueta Board Fellows Program is a student-led initiative that places MBA students on nonprofit boards here in the local community for the entire academic year. The whole program really grew out of prospective students when we were looking at Goizueta, sharing lunch together and really talking about the unique aspect of the school, but also talking about a void that we saw, that they didn't have a program like Board Fellows. The mission of the Goizueta Board Fellows Program is about 3 things. It's about developing the talent of our business school students in leadership. Secondly, it's about helping nonprofits to better accomplish their missions in the community. And lastly, it's all about providing a talent pipeline for future board members.
One of the things that was really important for me in this program was to see students have hands-on service opportunities in the organizations they work with.
We have a large network of organizations that participate in the Board Fellows program. The ability to have access to some of the business leaders that are on these boards is a very unique experience. Most of these boards are made up of very high-level leaders in Atlanta from companies from all different industries, and the ability to work together collaboratively with them on a project versus just speaking with them briefly at a networking reception is a really unique experience.
Microfinance, in its simplest terms, is loaning small amounts of money to people in developing nations so that they can have access to capital to either start new businesses or do some sort of project around their homes.
This club is unique in that it draws a diverse body of students, but what we all have in common is that pretty much everybody is passionate about alleviating poverty, creating impact, changing lives, and international development.
I took over the club from 2 MBA 08s. They were able to start the club by getting a number of students involved through its proposed mission, and then also getting some donations from faculty and alumni, so they're able to actually start a fund and then actually invest that money in our first fund, which is in Bolivia.
I think what you're going to see coming out of Emory is social entrepreneurs. So individuals that kind of know, I can take my background, I can take my contacts, and I can end up doing something special and leave something behind that wasn't there when I got there.
If you have a great idea here at this school, you can bring it to life. It's really an environment where you can gather the support you need, engage with different faculty and administrators to really bring an idea to life and sustain that idea going forward with future classes and faculty support.